What's up, guys? It's Kendall here with 420 Intuition. Welcome to your pick a card for 3 months from now. All right, I appreciate you guys tuning into this video. It means a lot to me. Go ahead and smash the like button at any point in time this video resonates or on the way in. Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys a chance. Actually, no, before I do that, I want to let you guys know I am open for personal readings. If you want to click any of the links in the bio below, feel free. That way you can actually get some full-blown readings, whether it be a question to Zoom readings. I actually have it all. And lastly, please feel free to join me over on Instagram, 420 Intuition Tarot. Over there we have a lot of fun. I go live over there, have a little bit more interaction, but I will be doing more videos over here, so you guys are going to see more of me. So feel free to like, share, subscribe, you know, all that good jazz. So let's go ahead and pick your pile, and we're going to start off with pile 1 for 3 months from now. All right, what's up, pile 1? This is going to be your 3 months from now spread. So far, what I have on the deck overall, I have Capricorn, Aries, Aquarius, as well as Sagittarius, Leo, Libra. All of the water signs are here. And I do have Cancer. I do have underneath the deck I have Capricorn underneath the deck with the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so for your love for the next 3 months, I have romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. For your abundance, I have raise or promotion. Congratulations, an increase in your abundance flow awaits you. This is a result of your positive focus and willingness to take action based on your divine guidance. Keep up the good work. I definitely am feeling this energy, pile 1, especially with the Ace of Pentacles overall. And the Star card after this. Come on, we have the Ace of Pentacles underneath the deck with the Star card. For your main cards, for November you have 8 of Pentacles. For December you have Magician, and then for January you have the Queen of Swords. I mean, come on, you're gonna really be able to step it up as far as finances. I definitely feel like that's going to be on your side over the next 3 months. I think that you guys are getting super focused, because unfortunately when it comes to love, that's kind of going to be a rocky subject for you guys. But for as far as manifesting beginnings, and especially when it comes to your creativity, like the Queen of Swords here, I definitely feel like you, pile 1, are going to be able to be very self-sufficient and have a slow but surely increase of abundance over the next few months, especially in, I want to say, November, December. I really feel like you guys are going to be grinding hard as shit. We have the Queen of Pentacles popping up in December, so it tells me you're eventually going to get that Ace of Pentacles, right? Someone's possibly going to extend it to you. You're going to receive some type of offer. If we're talking about finances, some type of position, some type of raise, I definitely feel like it's coming your way, just because you guys are keeping your heads down with the 2 of Swords starting in November with the 8 of Pentacles. You guys are keeping your head down and being super focused on your objective and being super focused on work. I feel like you are blocking anything and everything else out right now, and it's really, I feel like someone's preparing themselves and really understanding that they want to have a great future for themselves, right? I think someone's finally understanding, I can really do this. I can manifest my life the way I want to. I can manifest abundance, and I don't have to get in my own way. This is giving me vibes that someone actually figured out the blueprint for their lives in regards for abundance, and I feel like it's going to be a slow and steady race, but definitely it's going to happen and come your way. I think your biggest month for abundance is going to be December. There's going to be something major that just kind of falls in your lap, and not falls in your lap because you worked hard for it, but it's going to feel like it falls in your lap. So it's going to be a great opportunity to set you up for 2022. Okay, so let's get into the part that pile 1, I know you guys are waiting for. It'd be love. Everybody wants to know what the hell's going on with my love life, because it's just crazy. All right, so I could definitely say this. When Spirit's saying your feelings are real and worth exploring, I'm not too sure if they're talking about you or if they're talking about this person you kind of iced out. So for the month of November, we have the four of Wands reversed with the High Priestess reverse and the 3 of Wands reverse. Like, you have all of these cards about movement, love, a traditional contract or traditional relationship that I feel like you pretty much just decided to say, forget this. It's taking too long to get here. Whoever you're associating with this could be this King of Cups you've been really eyeing and wanting. He's reversed, so he could be, you know, an emotional trigger for you, or possibly be kind of emotionally unavailable. It's kind of surprising because the King of Cups is typically an emotionally available person, but I really feel as though since you're showing up as a Two of Swords, so you're showing up the fact that yes, you're thinking about this person, and yes, you may be feeling hurt behind this person, but what you're doing is strictly rejecting everything that has to do with them. Why? Because you want to focus on manifesting your future for the next month. So I would honestly tell you for November, it's going to be, that's why I said 8 of coins. Like, you literally just said, I don't want to feel anything. I don't want to feel anything but money in my hands. I don't want to feel anything but, hearing the CashApp sound or hearing the sound from the ATM. That's what I want to feel all November. And you are definitely going to move in that direction. I love your discernment you have. You definitely are able to, in understanding to yourself that I am willing to cry about this. I'm willing to do what I need to do to heal myself, to move forward in my life, because I cannot bring this baggage with me. It's been a long and hard couple years for some people, possibly with this person, if you have been talking to this person, because the King of Cups, pile 1, he does represent ex with a lot of love. Like, you had a serious relationship with this person. So I feel like for some people, it's been about 2 years since maybe the beginning of lockdown. Like, it's been just a slow but surely death of your relationship over time. That's for some people. Now, for some of you guys, it could definitely be within, a year. You're meeting with this person, you get swept off your feet, thinking it's going to go somewhere, and then it just kind of stops. Regardless of the longevity or the timing of your relationship, I definitely feel like November for you guys, pile 1, is going to be work, 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 work. Hence Rihanna. I don't know why. Just work, 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 work. Even though I know hers is may leave out breaking somebody off the dance floor. You're breaking something off and heading to the bank, okay? So let's go ahead and move to your November. Enter the magician mode. I love this. This is it's all about infinite power, infinite wisdom. It's all about the fact that you had all of this year. I really feel like someone really kind of super scioned, or kind of like just took all of that they learned little by little throughout the year and just brought it all together and was just like, all right, let's manifest some shit. And was really about doing that. And they have, like, someone actually was working so hard in December and possibly just working on them and maybe doing scripting, meditating more, eating better, like, raising their vibration wholeheartedly. And look what happened when they did. In comes this chariot, forward movement, and then in comes the Emperor. I really feel like you taking your power back from this King of Cups, honestly, pile 1, that actually, you raising your vibration and focusing on you is what was needed. And the funny thing is even though this Emperor is rushing in, possibly going to be communicating, possibly going to be reaching out, it's going to be fast. Like, they're going to come in and you're still in this mode of, I don't think so. 3 of Cups. You're making this person prove to you, right? You're making this person prove to you. They possibly told you they saw a future with you. They possibly told you that they wanted, to have children with you or something like that. Yeah, with the bunny, procreation. Yeah, definitely with the bunny, to me, it talks about, like, I think about bunnies and like jackrabbit it, So I feel like they possibly did tell you all these things, and now you're in a position where you feel so powerful and so untouched, and so protected, like, because of all the work, again, all of the work you're doing in December, pile 3, you are just like, prove it. I'm no longer going to just accept you back with open arms, even though I'm still my nurturing self, and I'm still, you're still tapping into your very, for some of you, your femininity. You guys have very strong femininity, and you're tapping into that. You're trying to literally create your world. So you're taking, some of you guys are doing sex magic too. Some of you guys are really trying, when it comes to you about to climax, you're like, okay, releasing all this energy, and it's happening for you very powerfully. You were in your bag and you're saying, show me. Show me what you're about. Show me that you're not going to come into my life with this 2 of coins, and you're not going to just fuck everything up that I've been working so hard for. You're being so protective about you and your space, and I love it. I don't know if this particular person's going to come to, no, you know what? December is going to be the show me state. And I feel like this person, based off of how January kind of happens, I feel like this person is up for the game, especially if he went from a King of Cups reverse to an Emperor. He's stepped his game up. You removing yourself triggered this person to be a better person for them. Now, again, you could be dealing with two different people. It could be another person coming to your energy. If it's not this old ex, you could actually have some new energy coming with an Emperor, somebody who's more about that life. So I definitely can see you could be on the flip side. Someone could be defensive and saying, oh God, here we go again. Let me make sure I have my walls up just because I don't want to experience this type of loss again. I don't want to experience this type of feeling like I just don't know which way is up, right? So income January, new year, who this, people have a lot of, what do they call New Year's resolutions and shit like that. Yours is to get more creative and still continue to get to it. I love it because you are still riding this energy, this healed energy. You're still riding this money wave. That's what I feel like this is. This is a wave of abundance heading your way. You're riding into January, and you're starting off January so healed, and you're starting off in January balanced. We have the Justice and the Eight of Swords reversed. So all that mental anguish you were feeling, any self-doubt you had on yourself for the past, you're over it. You're no longer feeling that anymore. You have some clarity about what you want, what direction you're going, who you're willing to accept, who you want in your life, who you don't want in your life. There's a lot of discernment here for you, pile one, come January. Healing, what I say, healing. So you're taking the swords out of your back and you're actually welcoming love. There's the Two of Cups of love here. So I think January is going to be, all right, I worked so hard for the last 3 months. Now I want to be a little bit open. You really healed yourself. When people say like every year you spend with somebody, just multiply it by months or something like that. Like that's how long it takes you to heal. I think finally you were wholeheartedly still doing the work on yourself. Yeah. In the midst of you working, I feel with this Two of Swords energy, you kept bringing this over with you each month. You're still blocking out things that didn't make sense, listening to your own intuition with the moon there. So I definitely feel like you're going to be doing a lot of healing, and it's going to be very successful come January, and you're going to have more discernment and clarity about what you will allow and what you will not allow in your life. Hell yeah, pile one. I really hope the rest of the piles are like this, because this is talking about mental clarity, mental growth, emotional clarity and growth, rejections of things that don't suit you, abundance, powerful manifestation. Like, Lord have mercy. What have you been tapping into? Tap in and rub a little bit that on me, pile one, because this is great. Your overall advice from Spirit is listen to your intuition, and that I definitely think that you would do. That's funny because I wasn't even paying attention to that, and I talked about intuition. You definitely are going to be bringing this intuition with you over the months, and that is exactly how you're able to grow. When things don't match your frequency, your vibration, you're just remove, replace, and I love it. So for your self-care advice over the time is movement. You are going to be moving a lot to make sure that you are in lines. I think you need to do movement, maybe yoga or something, to get in line with Spirit Universe to keep your supply of that going, that momentum going within you, okay? So you have a great opportunity to have love, so don't trip if it's a little rocky over the next couple months and you're just kind of like, damn, it's the holidays and I'm going to be alone. Yeah, but this is good. This is a good energy. So you're not going to be alone for a long time. You're definitely going to have probably dates and stuff in December, but it's never, you're going to be so abundant where you're not even tripping about that. You're waiting for the right one. And I think that it's finally on its way. All right, pile one. Well, I appreciate you guys tuning into this. If you're still with me, please smash the like button on the way out. I hope this resonated for you. And I'm sending you guys nothing but good highs and good vibes your way. Later. What's up, pile two? This is for 3 months from now. What I have on the spread, I have Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Aries, Aquarius, Libra. I also do have Capricorn, Sagittarius, as well as Gemini, okay? Queen of Swords underneath the deck that we have here. All right, so for your love oracles, I have passion. Allow your heart to sing with joy. For your abundance, I have clean energy food. When you fuel your body with a healthful organic diet, you increase your energy levels and ability to focus. This automatically leads to more efficiency, better ideas, and higher vibration, which attracts golden opportunities and beneficial relationships. Okay. All right, Pile 2. Honestly, I definitely feel this energy that about the passion and the clean energy food. I'm gonna be real with you. You guys are gonna go through a hard time. There's going to be a lot of ups and downs, but a lot of things to learn before you actually get your ultimate idea of having your ships come in, right? So pretty much it's kind of like a crescendo. I don't know if you guys know music. Some people don't know music terms, but a crescendo is basically, it goes from, it builds up to a big climax of, oh my gosh, this is the moment. So you guys are actually kind of having a crescendo of things in regards to your love life. I definitely feel that you're going from a healing phase to learning phase to actually receiving phase over the next few months for love. Now, as far as finances are concerned, I think because your energy is mainly tied up in this love situation, I feel like you don't really have, your a lot of your energy isn't really focused on finances, and that's not really coming through. The only thing I could say that possibly means is that your finances are going to pretty much stay the same. There's not really a big influx of money or possibly rejection. It could be that you are leaving. Somebody in the month of November is going to leave a job, hence the six of swords and the 3 of pentacles, something not working. So you could actually be switching jobs. I definitely feel like that could be a possibility for somebody, but honestly, as far as money, there's not really a lot of talk in regards to money. So I think that's why you're giving yourself more of this energy field of cleaning yourself out from the inside. So I think that someone actually is trying to focus mainly on their health. So money isn't a high frequency for you this time, but energetically, that's the money, like you're putting into your own money bank, I should say. So sorry that if you're trying to wondering about money, it's not really prevalent here. A lot of your focus of the next 3 months is going to be heavy on healing yourself from a relationship and moving forward. But let's and getting some clarity, right? And getting your truth and getting your honesty, learning some things about yourself, possibly teaching others, being a guide for others in regards to things with love. So let's kind of break it down. Let's go over November. So November, we have the 5 of Cups reversed. So I definitely feel like you possibly recently went through a breakup or a separation, or possibly are thinking about it. There's a situation you were with someone and you've been lingering with someone, dating someone, and unfortunately it seems as though it was a really toxic situation. And I think you finally had your light bulb moment in November in order to say, you know what, this reminiscing about the past, always feeling inadequate, always feeling kind of like I'm never good enough for this person, or no matter what I do, it just seems like they always just kind of have something negative to say. Like, this is a heavy situation. You're finally done with that. In comes the Knight of Swords and the 8 of Swords reversed. So yeah, you're removing these feelings out of your head. You realize it doesn't really carry any weight. You potentially have been doing this. Somebody could be honestly have been grieving for 5 months. That's the vibe that I get. I think that somebody, now it's not for everybody's story, but somebody has been grieving this relationship for a while or feeling this way. And finally, maybe the holidays triggered somebody to say, you know what, I don't want to spend the holidays like this. I don't want to see everybody else happy and me just, wondering if this person's going to change, wondering if they're going to do right by me. I just want to be happy and I want to be free. And I definitely feel like you hit the ground running. It could possibly be with this Aries energy with the Page or Leo, with the Page of Wands. Now, unfortunately, this energy, no wonder why you possibly are just trying to sneak away from this energy, because it's very immature. This is someone who doesn't know what they want. This is someone who honestly just kind of just sleeps around. They just sleep around with a lot of different people and play a lot of games because they're so full of passion and lust and desire that honestly they're just kind of one track minded. Like I definitely feel like for you also, you could be dealing with the Page of Wands, somebody who needs to grow up, but also you're tapping into your own Page of Wands energy in regards to moving forward, because you're getting that fuel. You have some fiery energy, and you're looking for another chance, and you're looking to start over. And hence you moving away from the situation because you feel like it no longer works for you. So this is where the Three of Coins comes into play with this relationship. You're moving away from toxicity, and you're moving and no longer wanting to work. So someone actually made up their mind that this does not work for them. This relationship is over. Particularly, you could be removing yourselves from all things in regards to negativity and toxicity. So leaving a job that you're no longer happy, or you possibly feel like, you know, you're too big for your britches there. Like you're outgrowing that company, you're outgrowing your position. That would make sense why you would want to leave and venture off, and Six of Swords it out of there too. So that could be for that as well. I feel that energy for career as far as love. Now, as far as December is concerned, December is the Hangman energy, Pisces overall. You're going to have, this is the energy of a lot of contemplation, a lot of lessons being learned. You need to really, really pay attention to December, to your surroundings, to things that you're taking in, to things you're taking in for memory. You need to pay attention to things you're watching, things you're, experiencing. Make sure that you really, really tap into your intuition, and make sure before you make any decisions in December that everything, all your due diligence was done. Like, this is giving the Hangman to me is, yeah, you're sitting there, you're chilling, but he's learning, and he's fueling his mind, and he's fueling his body, right? He's not panicking, but he's taking notes. Make sure your notes are properly taken. Make sure that you're not listening to outside influences, or even your emotions. And the reason why I say this is because I think the reason why someone was triggered to go into this Hangman energy is because the Page of Cups is reversed with the Four of Swords. That's telling me you haven't received the offer that you really want. I think the person that you were expecting to chase after you didn't come after you. This person didn't try to say, hey, what's up? It's kind of like maybe you actually putting your foot down and them just thinking, oh, well, you'll be back. I don't think you're going to be back to this person, pile 2. I think that they're possibly waiting on you to say something to them like you normally do, but you're actually saying, no, I'm not extending myself to you. For some of you, the person didn't come after you, so you're just moving on and healing yourself. For some of you, you're actually saying, I'm not reaching out this time. I'm not going to be the one who wants to fix this. I'm not going to be the one who wants to try to make it work, to express how I feel. Like, I'm just moving on to heal myself. And that's what you're doing. But don't trip and pile 2, because December, for that energy, yeah, you're healing yourself, but in the midst of your healing, you start feeling that despair again, because all of those memories came back up. You start feeling kind of just like, damn, like I put everything into it. You start feeling combative, but I definitely feel like you're finally going to block this person out. I feel like you're finally going to get control over and say, you know what? They're the reason why I feel chaotic. This is the reason why, like, this relationship was why I feel like I had blockages in my life. I was missing out opportunities. I get the feeling like some of you could have been dating a controlling person, or dating someone who wanted to isolate you, or dating someone who basically possibly lied to you and say, hey, I'll take care of you, like I'll do whatever, I just want you to be here, I just want you to make sure you're around, I'm gonna take care of you, I'm gonna do everything in my power to make sure you're okay. And they were lying. It's kind of like they were telling you something and they really didn't fully either believe it themselves, or they were saying it because it felt good in the moment. But anyways, that caused a lot of blockages in your life based off of the kind of hopes and dreams about a future that never came, because their actions were always spilling your future over, right? I like it because you're getting in the energy of blocking things that you feel like are overlooking you, or you feel like, that you're learning, the Hangman energy, you're learning to observe the things around you. You're learning to pay attention to details. You're learning that this particular situation, like you're learning that you're going to be able to come out of this. that it's time for you just to wait for the proper time, and you'll know. Seven of Coins with the Hermit reverse. This is talking about waiting for your blessings to come in, receiving some blessings, right? And receiving some knowledge so you can take that knowledge and actually go into the real world. Go forward movement with the Eight of Wands underneath this deck, right? Go forward with a potential relationship, or to receive a potential relationship. I like that. December, to me, you're going to be surrounded by a lot of love on a holiday. So of course people are going to kind of get in their feels a little bit, but for you actually do take that moment of being in your feelings and observing people being, either you'll probably see people who are faking it. You'll see people who are really in love. You'll see people who are just doing it for the kids. And when you're observing all of this stuff, you're actually starting to build an idea of what you really want. When people say, well, what are you looking for in a relationship? I think in the past, Pile 2, you possibly been very, surface level, keeping it cute, never really diving deeper into really trying to manifest that person. Like, you're probably just like, oh, a friend who makes me laugh, somebody who's, just like makes good, that's surface level. But what deeper? Like, are they respectful of you? Do you guys have the same values? Do you have the same compatibility, same morals? Do they treat you right? Do they treat, like, when you're trying to manifest and really thinking about the person you want to call in, you need to be very detail oriented. And I think December is going to trigger that. And I love that for you, because right in the new year is when this new energy comes in. This is when your ships are coming in. Now, you could actually be dealing with a long distance type of relationship. You could be dealing with somebody who's unexpectedly heading towards you. But you guys are kind of at a distance. You're starting, in comes this Emperor, I can tell you that. An Emperor, Aries energy. Now, when this Emperor comes in, he's bringing in passion with him. You have the Lovers right after that. He's bringing in lust. He's bringing in, will you say passion? I forgot about that. He is bringing in this passion. He is bringing in this lust. He is bringing this desire back to you. But the thing is, Pile 2, because of your history and it's still being so raw, yes, you are still wanting to have the ultimate love and you're opening up yourself. However, you don't trust this person. Them rushing in, kind of the way they come in, I think it triggers you of either your ex, or maybe this is your ex. Actually, you guys haven't talked for a couple months, and in comes like this Emperor saying, you know what, I learned my lesson. I'm sorry. I apologize. You still don't believe it just because I think you were given a lot of sorries by this person, and you're tired of hearing sorry. You're wanting to see it. So, and you're still very emotional because it's so raw. Like, you definitely had a lot of love for this person. And I think that you actually you might even contemplate in January to drop this, like to really never ever go back to the situation because you don't believe him. But I feel like that is actually your emotions getting the best of you. Let me tell you why. It's because when I clarified this Aries, right, I said, why is this king of, like, what the hell? Why is this Emperor just rushing in like this? He's trying to sneak back into your life. Like, he actually means well. We have the Seven of Swords with the Knight of Cups. Now, I know Seven of Swords for some people, or for typically it's like, oh, it's a sneaky energy. Typically for the Aquarius, but I feel like he's trying to sneak. I feel like he's trying to sneak. He's trying to offer you something in a very subtle way to try to test the waters. Does that make sense? It's like he sent out this Emperor sent out the Knight of Cups, but told the Seven of Swords to stand by and watch to see what happened, to let me know really what happened. And if he needs to do something, he needs to figure out how to manipulate to make sure that this Knight of Cups get into the actual gate. Does that make sense? He's really trying his hardest to kind of, it sucks that it's manipulation, but I feel like this person is desperate because he sees you guys as a pair. He's still hurt behind this. He's the King of Cups. You're the Queen of Cups. You guys are both very hurt behind the situation. Even the separation is not ideal for you. And this person has been contemplating a lot about this and does want change. Hence the Two of Swords and the Death card. So I clarified this. I definitely feel like this Emperor, yeah, his tactics might be really shitty of how he does it to try to come back into your life. I definitely feel like he's trying to manipulate you, but he's only trying to manipulate you because I feel like you have blocked him. Like, you literally, when you left this person, I think you blocked him on all social media. You blocked him on social media. You blocked his phone. Hell, he's even lucky he's able to get an email to you if he hasn't tried that. And I think that triggered him. He's not used to people full-blown rejecting him. That's his own ego. That's something he's going to have to deal with. But I can tell you this person does. This Emperor come January 2022. I definitely feel like he's trying to bring some new energy and its potential to reignite the passion you guys once had. I feel that energy. You just have to decide if you're going to be open or if you're going to listen to your emotions. Or because I don't know. Here's the thing, pile 2. I feel like if you go in and start listening to your emotions and saying, no, forget this, I don't want this, this actually might just go full circle and make you try to restart your healing all over again. Just because I just feel like if you come at a place like that where you're not willing to hear this person, you're still too raw. You're never going to see if they're being genuine or not. You're never going to believe them being honest. So that's a hard decision to make. No wonder why it's very weighing heavily on you. Just because I still wholeheartedly think that you low-key do want to have this person come back as long as they're willing to have their actions match up. So for your angel abundance, I have helpful people. You see how this person, how they're surrounded by all these angels who are trying to help them and taking notes and stuff. And for your self-care is intuition. So that's why, and then see how this person is growing their intuition. They're coming really small and they're growing. I really honestly feel like Spirit's telling you to start leaning on them during your healing moments. Start leaning on Spirit and asking them to maybe help you heal your heart, but also to help you with guidance in what you should do next. So I feel like you, pile 2, you might not have all the answers right now, but when you are like in this hangman energy, tap in with Spirit and you'll be actually have more enlightenment. Yep. You're going to come out very, very enlightened from that conversation and for this time. And I really feel like that's going to help you for your future. It looks bright. It just is a little sticky in between. Okay. All right, pile 2. I appreciate you guys tapping into this video. I'm sending you nothing but good highs and good vibes your way. Later. What's up, pile 3? This is for your 3-month spread. What I have on the board is Aquarius, Gemini, Leo, Libra. So all the air signs are here. I do have Capricorn, Taurus, a Scorpio, Sagittarius, as well as Pisces, Capricorn. I already said Taurus, and Virgo. Okay. All right. So for your love oracle, I have forgiving and learning. As you release and heal from the past, you experience more love in the present moments. For your abundance, I have unlimited ideas. Your mind is one with God's infinite mind. Therefore, you have complete access to unlimited ideas, guaranteed to bring blessings. All you need to do is take divinely guided action to all these ideas to come into fruition. All right. And then, so what I have here, definitely, it's very interesting. I feel as though you're kind of similar to pile 2. I don't know if you guys are following me over from pile 1. You could be. From pile 2, you could be. But this is another pile who's definitely heavily rooted on a past relationship that they're trying to move on from. Let's start off with the 3 of Swords that I have here. The 3 of Swords is going to represent for your overall energy for November. I have with the 5 of Coins reverse and the High Priestess reverse, this energy is telling me that possibly you weren't really listening to your intuition in regards to a love situation. I feel like you could have potentially moved out of this situation, not been so lonely, or you're probably not as lonely as you thought you were. I think you possibly are getting advice from other people or listening to other people in regards to what traditions mean, what a relationship or potentially this relationship, why it failed. I feel like you particularly do believe someone was cheating on you. This could be true. Like there could be a third party situation. I think someone feels, blinded. I feel like somebody feels stupid. Okay, I get it now. I honestly feel wholeheartedly for the month of November, pile 3, you guys are going to spend a lot of the month going over this heartbreak, finally trying to release your loneliness and starting to kind of heal from it in a sense. Like, the 5 of Coins reverse just means that you understand there's a light at the end of the tunnel. So you're over the darkest time of healing from this person. So I think it's been a long time coming. I definitely feel like you've possibly been in some misery or despair from this person for a while. And honestly, I feel like you just feel like this person's out here just living all willy-nilly, or you actually missed the good times you guys had. But all I know is that with the Two of Wands reverse, you were so closed off to this connection. It's just like you just don't want to see, smell, breathe, hear, like nothing about this person any longer. That's the energy that I get for November. Oh, it's really heavy. It feels like a lot of blaming yourself. Don't blame yourself, pile 3. That's the feeling that I get. In the month of November, somebody's really going to be heavily blaming their lack of intuition, or they're being blinded, like their intuition being blinded. That's why they failed to see that this was a bad connection from the begin with. They failed to see that this was kind of like a very fake, not a real genuine connection off of from them. So I feel like there's a lot of blaming, which is understandable. Sometimes people do that, when you get to the point of just being screwed over time and time again, you start blaming yourself for like, how could I be so dumb? How can I be so naive? How can I be so stupid? How I'm like very intuitive. How did I not pick up on this? Love will fuck you up. Love definitely will sit there and mess with your head, mess with your brain. So don't be so hard on yourself. Let's focus on December, because December is very interesting because you're still very, very, this 9 of Wands is the overall energy for December. It's very defensive energy, ready for war, ready for battle, getting yourself ready for whatever's next to come. And there sure is something coming, pile 3. In comes the Page of Wands. So this is telling me there's somebody circling back, or possibly new energy trying to come your way. I do honestly feel like it's old energy circling back, just because we have a pair here. We have the Emperor and the Empress showing up, but they're both showing up reversed. I think this is a lot of misunderstandings and possibly a lot of arguments. I think you possibly are going to be communicating with this person who you felt as though kind of was just like, stringing you along or playing with your intuition and really blinding you. It's definitely going to be some arguments and discussion in regards to what really happened with this connection. Possibly someone feeling like this was their wish fulfillment. So where the hell did this go wrong? I definitely feel like there's going to be a lot of finger pointing here. You did this, no, you did this, no, you did that. I mean, definitely when it comes to both of the Emperor and Empress reverse, I'll be real with you. There's a lot of ego in this conversation. There's a lot of stubbornness in this conversation. I honestly feel like if you guys do have a conversation or this is brought back around to you, it's not going to be well. It's not going to end well, because you guys aren't going to really listen to each other. No. Excuse me, not when you're reversed and they're reversed. You're not going to listen to each other at all. Like, it's to the point where your wish fulfillment is still going to be not being open to this person, because they're kind of just giving you flashbacks of maybe their controlling nature, or not listening to you, or not considering your feelings. There's a lot of miscommunication in the month of December, but you still end it with your wish fulfillment. And I think your wish fulfillment is mainly going to be you going off by yourself, or you actually being satisfied with finally getting the closure that you wanted and standing up for yourself. Like, somebody's ultimate goal was to be able to express themselves, because I really feel maybe this Aries person or this Emperor ghosted you. Maybe it was a ghosting. Maybe you guys were happy, and then they ghosted you, and you figured, oh, well, you're just out here fucking around. They possibly did have other people. I can kind of see that coming up for your future for some actual information. Yeah, so I think someone's actually venturing off for their own wish fulfillment, trying to go back to the drawing board to see what it is, because they're still like, okay, I'll just wait for that cup that I actually do deserve. Come to me. This is not it. I've accepted that you're not going to give me this cup. I've accepted that if you do, it's going to be probably rusted over and it's going to be empty by the time you give it to me. In comes January. So unfortunately, I do feel like the holidays, you guys might actually be more celebrating with friends, in the energy of, the season of actually giving friends and family, wish fulfillment of being surrounded by people who actually genuinely love and care about you. I don't feel like you and this counterpart, this other Aries, or this Emperor, Empress, whoever you are, I don't feel like the person you feel like is your counterpart is going to be in your life per se. They might try to come back into your life because, again, it's Christmas time, it's Thanksgiving time, people feel nostalgia, but wholeheartedly come back, you're not open, they're not open, you guys aren't going to go far. Let's go to We're going to go to January 2022. This is starting the energy with the Eight of Swords. I don't like you starting your new year off like this. No wonder why Spirit's just kind of harping forgiving and learning. I think you definitely need to forgive this person to move on with your life. And I think hopefully by January, someone actually does that. That's what I feel like does happen. Let me tell you what I have. I have the Lovers reverse as well as the Eight of Wands. That's why I feel like there's communication coming in regards to the failures of this relationship. And there's also someone saying, you know what, I did have a love situation, I no longer have it, let me move on to the future. But the reason why, let me give you both scenarios. So why I feel like this, in fact, you could get information that this person was in fact cheating on you in the past, because we have the Queen of Coins here and the Queen of Cups just randomly popping up. Random as shit. These two queens just sitting pretty, popping up, and then we have the Knight of Coins and then the Judgment card. So for me, one scenario for January for a group of you guys for pile 3, some of you guys are going to actually understand that there was someone else, and that potentially that the person you wanted basically didn't offer to someone else because it made sense. It was more logic. It wasn't feeling based. I can tell you that right now. If they did offer something to this person, there's an offer of commitment or offer of longevity. He's showing up as a King of Swords. So for them, it's not based off of emotion. It's based off of purely logic. So maybe you guys lived at a distance. So it made more sense, or maybe I don't know, something that this person, that this Queen of Coins represents for them is stability. And then with you, if you are turning up the Queen of Cups, you know exactly who you are. They saw a future with you. They want a future, but they just know right now the love isn't where it needs to be. So they're willing to kind of move on. They still see, they still have a lot of love for you. You're still showing up. Whoever this Queen of Cups is, if this is you, if you're a water sign, that person has a lot of love for you. It's kind of like logic and we just fit together with one side, and then another one's more passion. So this person to me is kind of doing themselves a disservice, and they're actually hurting themselves because they're picking the easier road. Easier route, one that's just on paper just makes more sense. It's not really passionate, but hey, I'm settling. And I can tell you this person is wholeheartedly settling. And yeah, they've made there's a commitment that's, there's a decision that was made, and it's a long-term type of decision. Now, was it the best decision? I don't know, because when I clarified the Judgment card for this scenario, I got the Seven of Swords, the Magician reverse, as well as the Four of Coins. So I feel like someone made a decision, but honestly, I feel like there's still going to be games being played. I think that they're sneaking away from really wanting to manifest this, and they're sneaking away with knowing they really wanted to hold on to somebody. There's some obsession here. It's like, yeah, this was whoever made the judgment to pick someone else over someone based off of the feeling that I get, the gut that I get, is that this decision isn't set in stone. That this decision was made out of emotion and was made out of, distance. Like, they didn't really want to make this decision, but it was like, okay, here we are. And I honestly don't feel like they're going to take it seriously either with the showing up with the full reverse. That's someone not really taking even this decision and this relationship seriously. Now back to, if it wasn't a third party situation, like if you didn't get any information, you're just like, well, Kendall, I never got a text. I never got anybody telling me they were with him. Like, what are you talking about? This is forward movement for you. This is forward movement for someone actually getting out of their feelings with this, really getting out of their mind and this stressful and this anxiety in their mental prison, and starting to want to move forward. You were trapped in a mental despair based off of your emotions, based off of this love, based off of really, 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 really wanting this person and it not working out. So you were definitely self-doubting yourself this whole time. But for you, somebody's growing out of that and they're moving forward movement, and they're trying to get balance within their finances and their emotions. So this is someone trying to move forward with their life. They're trying to find a better job, possibly more lucrative experience in life. And they're also trying to find balance within themselves, going back to putting more self-care in themselves. I definitely feel like this is when the unlimited ideas start flowing, because someone gets grip on their finances, someone gets grip on their emotions, and then there's some longevity that comes out, you know, someone looking towards the future, looking to settle down in the future, looking to build a great like 10 of coins energy I get from this, like a great family, generational wealth, stuff like that. So like I do get two scenarios. I like the scenario where I definitely like the scenario where someone's actually having better judgment for themselves. I feel like that's overall it. The whole cheating thing is going to be a small percentage of you. I feel like you possibly, or you were lying to yourself and, you know, just trying to convince yourself this person was cheating just because it was easier for you to tell yourself that to move on. Whatever you got to tell yourself to move on, pile 3, I'm cool with that as long as you start healing yourself. I definitely feel like, yeah, you guys are definitely going to get triggered with some unlimited ideas, but a lot of this is going to happen in isolation. Yeah, a lot of this is going to happen in isolation when you start sneaking away from these problems, and you actually start sneaking towards your isolation to a sorts here, and you start listening to your intuition and really breaking everything down and figuring things out and how to move on from this. Like, I feel you're going to, for sure. So Spirit's saying a year from now, so maybe you'll be actually healed for a year from now. Maybe the situation will come back and you guys can revisit it. It's going to depend on your forgiving and your learning. It's going to depend on if you're willing to forgive this person or they're willing to forgive you, and you learn to not do the things you did again to end up in the situation. You learn to either leave before it got too crazy like this. You learn to either love yourself more. You learn to have better communication with this person. You learn to how, you know, there's different things you can do to either save it or you move on. Those are your only two options, right, pile 3? And Spirit self-care advice for this time is to create art. So, I definitely feel like you need to get into a creative, kind of like an outlet. I don't know if that's particularly what's going to trigger someone to have some abundance heading their way with the 9 of coins. I feel that. I feel like someone's going to start going into more creative outlet for career-wise or putting themselves out there in a form of way that's definitely going to kind of like give them more longevity and stability in life. I feel someone's life is going to wholeheartedly come back together. Now, love might be a little rocky for a little bit, but that's understandable because you're still healing. You're going to be healing even in the beginning of the year. But I love this 8 of Wands forward movement. Like, it's like January comes and all right, new year, new me, who this? I love that energy because you definitely are going to be getting unlimited ideas, pile 3. And I hope that you tap into one of these ideas that Spirit gives you, because one of these ideas is going to change your life for real. Okay. All right, pile 3. Well, I appreciate you guys tuning into this. I hope that it resonated for you. If you're still with me, please smash the like button on the way out. I'm sending you guys nothing but good highs and good vibes your way. Later.